My brain, I can feel it starting. I'm blasted by the signals every couple of minutes.
People talking in the street, don't give a shout, coming down the line, we running out of time now. When I'm going at you, come around anyhow. Run around town now, won't you hear me now? People talking in the street, don't give a shout, coming down the line, we running out of time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to InSpace. It's been a while, things have changed, people come, people go, and that's the way it works, and that's the way of the world. I'm Nick McEwen, and this is InSpace. With me now, I have got a special person that's going to be co-hosting InSpace with me from here until the foreseeable future.
Very special.
Ammon Ohlson.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. We did this show last year, and then everybody kind of did their own thing, and we'll probably get Joe or Kyle in here eventually at some point, I'm sure. But right now we're just rolling with me and Ammon. Ammon is a longtime friend of mine. Amazing drummer. He's been beating the drums for me for a while, so he's got an amazing radio voice too, which will work really nicely. So I decided to have
how you guys doing out there in Radio Land?
Yeah, it's like chocolate velvet,
chocolate rain.
So we're basically going to do the same stuff we did before on InSpace. It's been a long time since I've been on Radio Xenu. I've missed being part of it all. So, I guess let's get going. So lately, we found out there was a leak, an information leak, about the government not listening, but data mining all our cell phone information. But it says Verizon is what they said was the main
that's
company.
what I heard is mainly Verizon. I don't know if everybody else has given up information.
Well, so does Verizon own all the satellite or all the cell towers though, and then they lease them out to other people? So
no idea.
There's a lot of questions.
I wonder if Verizon's just the ones that got busted though.
Right,
just got caught.
There's like so many holes in this entire thing that I have probably 5 million questions I could ask, but you'd never get an answer for. But there's 7 things you need to know about the government's secret database of telephone data, and this is from Time.com. The first thing, what Verizon shares with the NSA, the court order requires Verizon to provide both the ingoing and outgoing telephone number of a given call, unique identifiers of individual phones, the time of the call and its duration. Subscribers' names, addresses, and contact information are not revealed. Calls and texts are also not monitored under that order. 2 is collective massive amounts of cell phone data is legal for now. So that basically says they can buy your shit.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Well, right. But telling Americans that their data is being collected isn't legal. The order specifically forbids Verizon from informing their customers or anyone else that their data is being collected, stating that no person shall disclose to any other person that the FBI or NSA has sought or obtained tangible things under this order. So they're saying, we're going to take people's information, but if you fucking tell anybody, we are going to come in and we are going to arrest you motherfuckers. And if you tell anybody that we touched you. The government has done this before. In 2006, USA Today reported that the NSA had a similar expansive database of cellular data. That's what's fucked up, is this has been going on for a long time now. This isn't something that has recently started.
It's in the news today, but
right, it's been going on forever since 9/11. I mean, honestly, they've been in our shit since then. That's the Patriot Act and all that shit at work. So everybody's like, oh my god. Well,
I wasn't that shocked.
Yeah, no,
it's
surprised. Just confirmation. It's just confirmation.
I'm not really worried about it. I'm not calling anybody in Saudi Arabia or.
Well, they're also saying the current data collection could involve other carriers. So, not just Verizon. It could be Sprint. It could be...
Sure. I don't see why not.
Yeah. It only applies to Verizon. NSA database involve multiple carriers. Companies like Verizon have felt increasing pressure to provide customer data to the government agencies in recent years. Cell phone carriers responded to 1.3 million requests for subscriber information from the law enforcement agencies in 2011. The call that you could make right now would end up in the database. Basically, our government is fucking us. We're getting fucked. But there's nothing you can do because it's already been in motion for a long time. They're just now telling us that they're fucking us. But we've been getting fucked for a while.
Just want to know what you're doing, just in case.
Right. This episode of InSpace is being monitored by the government. I guarantee it.
Well, why not?
Well, if you say like key words, right? Like bomb, Allahu Akbar,
Allah.
jihad, assassination, Molotov cocktail,
Yeah, those are terrorist words.
Grand Theft Auto, marijuana. Did you hear that? You heard about that building that collapsed in Ohio, right?
Philadelphia.
Was it Philly?
Yeah, apartment building, Philadelphia.
No,
Yeah.
something collapsed and landed on a fucking Salvation Army and killed like 6 people.
That might have been it. I don't know.
Thought it was Ohio. Anyway, the guy that's getting charged with that, he's getting involuntary homicide. He was like a crane operator, heavy machine operator. He's the one getting charged with it because they found marijuana in his system. I read that earlier tonight. Yeah.
What would that have to do with it?
Because he was at fault. And so they UA'd him and they found marijuana in his system and now he's taking the rap because he...
Was the building already completed?
No, it was like half torn down and he did something wrong and it collapsed and killed all those people. And it, they're gonna pin it on the old Mary Jane and say, that's the way it goes. The government's out to get you. Anyway, so it's good to be back on InSpace. I've missed talking into this microphone, sitting here and doing what we do while we're in the undisclosed location because it's been a while. It seems a little easier when there's not 13 people in here.
Yeah, that'd be a little crowded.
It was, dude. There was like so much over talk. Like the very last episode we recorded, I never finished it. I'd never even put it out because there was, I think, 8 people in here. Everybody was talking over each other, and that was it. I needed to take a little break for a while. It was just too much. It wasn't working. Too many people wanted to be a part of it. You can't do that all the time. You just can't do that. So hopefully this new format will work better, and as we go on, we'll progress, and things will change, and we'll get better, hopefully, and give a shout-out to old Pip over there in Rust Factor and Radio Xenu Land. Xenu. Eamon, you have an article?
I do.
You do?
I just saw this laying here about the Army's new robotic bird drone. It's so realistic it got attacked by a hawk, I guess.
Yeah, I saw that.
A robotic bird created by the U.S. Army used for miniature spy drone is so convincing that it's been attacked by hawks, eagles, according to researchers. So birds are swooping down and taking these things out of the air.
Yeah.
The Robo Raven, as it's called, it is
pretty
a
intimidating.
solar-powered, remotely piloted surveillance aircraft. It was designed and built at the University of Maryland Robotics Center. How about that? I read an article, I think it was National Geographic, that had robotic drones making them the
flies
size
like a bird. It actually flaps its wings.
Yeah, like the speed of a hummingbird or something like that. They were actually making them like insect size.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Trying
that.
to make insect size drones too. Like what was that on Transformers?
Yeah, yeah,
Insect
those little,
robots.
yeah.
Yeah, but the Robo Raven already attracts attention from birds in the area, which tends to hide its presence. Said John Gerdes. I guess it's how you say it. Gerdes. A mechanical engineer with the Vehicle Technology Directorate at the U.S. Army's Aberdeen Proving Ground in Maryland. Wow, that's a hell of a title for that place.
That is.
Seagulls.
Jesus, what is that? The AFPDRQXY?
It would be the VTD USAAPGM.
Hold
Actually,
on. V.
right.
Was that
Vehicle Technology Directorate.
Yeah.
At the U.S. Army's Aberdeen Proving Ground in Maryland. It's not of Maryland, so I guess it's not really
Okay,
the
so
title of a
it'd
place.
be the VTDUSAAPGM.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that was at the...
Everybody's familiar with
they
the whole
invented
USB,
that at...
DVD.
Yeah, no, the VTDUSAAPGM.
The BVD, GBD,
That's where the
CBD.
the bird drone was built?
Yes.
The VTDUSAAPGM?
The Robo-Raven.
VTDUSAAPGM? VTDUSAAPGM.
Quit trying to brainwash me.
Sorry. VTDUSAAPGM.
Songbirds and sometimes crows tend to try to fly in formation with the robotic bird during testing.
Dumb birds.
That's stupid. But birds of prey, such as falcons and hawks, take a much more aggressive approach. Indeed. Generally, we don't see them coming, Mr. Garendez said in the center's website.
Of the VTDUSAAPGM?
Yes, of there.
Mm-hmm.
They will dive attack by hitting the bird from above with their talons and then typically fly away. Probably because they figured it's not food.
Yeah.
The Robo-Raven's wings flap completely independently of each other and can be programmed to perform in desired motion, enabling the bird to carry out aerobatic flight maneuvers such as diving and rolling never before possible.
Fucking bird drones.
Yeah. They need to arm those drones.
Yeah, that'd be hard to shoot. It'd be hard to shoot while you're flapping
Nobody
in the fucking
would see
air.
that coming.
Shoot somebody's leg off.
Put some lasers on it, and you just sneak into somebody's house and
flap around and shoot somebody in the face with your laser.
What do you think about that, Pakistan?
This comes from the Huffington Post Chicago.
Oh, it's a bullshit source.
Huffington Post?
No, I'm sorry. No.
Severed human leg washes up on the beach on Chicago's south side. So the leg just washed up, and they said it was a leg that had been severed at the hip. So it's like the entire fucking leg, not from the knee down. It's the entire fucking like somebody beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker's leg, right?
You just can't cut it off there with a pocket knife or a kitchen knife or something.
That's like getting ripped in half. There's 2/3 of somebody out there in the ocean, or out where Chicago's south side on the beach. What is that there? Anyway?
In Chicago on one of the lakes.
Yeah. So that'd be on a Great Lake, Lake Michigan.
That one.
Yeah, that's what it says. I guess I could read it. The Chicago authorities are investigating after a human leg was discovered on a Lake Michigan beach on the city's south side. Authorities tell the Chicago Sun-Times that the leg had been severed from the rest of the body at the hip.
Ew.
It was found by someone walking near rocks on Wednesday afternoon.
They were walking near rocks?
The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office plans to x-ray the fucking limb and conduct a goddamn external inspection of it Thursday. It really said that. That's
Told
weird.
you, Huffington Post, man.
Huffington Post. They're getting weird with their shit over there at the VTDUSAAPGM. VTDUSAAPGM. So, severed legs washing up in lakes. Probably a jet ski accident. Like,
I don't know. Start it.
I mean, what the fuck you got?
I was trying to read about this body integrity identity disorder.
BIID?
The BIID.
BIID?
It's people that want to be paralyzed, paraplegics or quadriplegics. I don't see the fun in that. Quote, I have attempted to break my back, but I missed. I need to be a paraplegic, paralyzed from the waist down. He needs to be. So he attempted to break his back. I wonder how you go about that. This guy's name is Sean O'Connor. A very rational man, it starts out.
Yeah.
I don't buy that for a second. But he also tried unsuccessfully to sever his spine and still feels a need to be paralyzed. Sean has body integrity identity disorder, also known as
BIID,
which causes him to feel that his limbs just don't belong to his body. Sean's legs function correctly, and he has full sensation in them. but they feel disconnected from him. I don't hate my limbs. They just feel wrong, he says.
Yeah.
I'm aware that they're...
He just doesn't want them to work. He's like, I hate the fact that they work. They're not supposed to. And that's how I feel.
Pissing me off. I only got through a couple paragraphs. I already want to slap this guy.
But I don't think you can slap somebody for... I mean, they've obviously got some sort of psychiatric problem.
I suppose.
So you can't really... You want to beat the medically infirm, Ammon?
Not all of them. Okay. Just certain ones. Maybe a little bit, Certain ones, yeah. Depends on the disorder.
Yeah, it depends. It depends.
Like the ladies you see on Maury that are afraid of cotton balls. I want to punch her in the face.
Yeah. That weird
she
shit.
Just deserves it. It would make her feel better, I'm sure.
Oh my God, you've got a banana! I hate bananas! I'm so scared of them!
So just kick her in the face
makes no sense.
and she might just come out. Anyway.
Right.
He says, another quote from this Sean O'Connor.
Yeah, it's Sean O'Connor.
Sean O'Connor. I thought it said Sinead when I grazed it.
Yeah.
I'm aware that they are, as in nature, designed to be me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. But there is an intense discomfort as being able to feel my legs and move them. The cause of this disorder has yet to be pinpointed. Imagine that.
That's weird.
But it almost certainly stems from a problem in the early development of his brain.
Wow.
Quote, my earliest memories of feeling I should be paralyzed go back to when I was 4 or 5 years old, says Sean. The first case of BID was reported in the 18th century when a French surgeon was held at gunpoint by an Englishman who determined that one of his legs be removed. Bead.
So that kind of
I wouldn't really pronounce it. Yeah,
but those are just legs, right? The guy feels like he should be paralyzed and he's not, right?
Right, yeah. He just wants to be in a wheelchair. He doesn't feel comfortable with his limbs.
I've got another one over here. This guy says he's dead.
But he doesn't have bid?
But he's not dead and he's talking to people. He said, when I was in the hospital, I kept telling them that the tablets they were giving me weren't going to do any good because my brain was dead. I lost my sense of smell and taste. I didn't need to eat or speak or do anything. I ended up spending time in the graveyard because it was the closest I could get to death. This guy thought he was a walking corpse. Another psychiatric problem. It's called Cotard syndrome.
Cotard?
Cotard.
They had in it with tard?
It's called Cotard syndrome.
Convenient.
People with this rare condition believe that they or parts of their body no longer exist. For Graham, it was his brain that was dead, and he believed that he had killed it, suffering from severe depression. He tried to kill himself by taking an electrical appliance with him into the bath. 8 months later, he told his doctor his brain had died or was, at best, missing. It's really hard to explain, he said. I just felt like my brain didn't exist anymore. I kept telling the doctors that the tablets weren't going to do any good because I didn't even have a brain. I fried it in the bath. Doctors found trying to rationalize with Graham was impossible. Even as he sat there talking, breathing, and living, he could not accept the fact that his brain was alive. I just got annoyed. I didn't know how I could speak or do anything with no brain, but as far as I was concerned, I didn't have one. They eventually put him in touch with a neurologist. It's the first and only time my secretary has said to me, it's really important for you to come in and speak to this patient because he's telling me he's dead. That's,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be... Could you imagine waking up like that, though?
A brain.
Just waking up and being like, hey, I'm dead. Like, thinking you're dead, like, there's nothing you could do. You just sit there.
It's like not wanting your body. Like, that guy doesn't want to be a walking person. He wants to be in a wheelchair, and that guy is missing his brain.
Well, the feeling occasionally prompted him to visit the local graveyard. I just felt as I might as well stay there. It was the closest I could get to death. The police would come and get me, though, and take me back home. There were some unexplained consequences of the disorder. Graham says he used to have nice hairy legs, but after he got Cotards, all the hairs fell out. I looked like a plucked chicken.
Ooh, sexy.
It saves shaving them, I suppose.
What?
Yeah.
does that have to do with anything?
I have no idea.
Hair in your legs.
Apparently, he got better and started getting over it. He couldn't say he's really back to normal, but he feels a lot better now, and he can go out and do things around the house. I don't feel like I'm brain dead anymore. Things just feel a bit bizarre sometimes. He has to experience changed his feeling about death. He says he's not afraid of a death, but that's not to do with what happened. We're all going to die sometime. I'm just lucky to be alive now. Because, he was dead before.
So he did recover from being dead.
Yes. He has risen again. His name's Graham. They don't give his last name, but he has Cotard's syndrome. You can Google that. And this comes from Mindscapes. It's from thenewscientist.com. That's interesting. There's a whole lot of reading. That's the same place
this other article.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of reading about that. It's pretty freaking weird. Like, I'm dead, but it sounds like a bad fucking acid trip. Is what that sounds like. You take too much acid and you're like,
my mind is gone.
I'm dead. Am I dead? I don't know. Am I dead? I can't feel my face. I'm dead. What was that? Squirrel. Squirrel. Jesus Christ, I couldn't imagine being like that.
Lost my mind.
What else you got over there? Over yonder in Ammon land? Ammon percussion land?
There is a man who claims to be controlled by satellites.
Oh, damn it.
But if that's not strange enough, his problem was he made the news because he makes 100 calls to 911 a month.
That wasn't the news.
And he vows to continue.
I will not stop.
I'm sure they did ask him, could you please stop? He says, no, I will continue. A man who called 911 more than 100 times in 1 month says he's not going to stop until his concerns are heard by the federal government.
So weird.
Jimmy Shaw keeps a logbook of every 911 call he's made. So many that he boasts he's probably set a world record. He doesn't believe he's wasting the time of emergency responders because he has an emergency.
Well, yeah, he's being controlled by fucking satellites.
Of his own, yeah. His emergency is he's being watched by shadowy government authorities.
We all are. Verizon.
Yes, Verizon and Google, they got to keep track of what you're doing.
Controlled by satellites sound like a punk band that would play at Kirby's beer store? Over there off 17th?
It does.
Controlled.
I don't go
tonight.
There.
Controlled by satellites.
I'm not hip enough to go there.
I'm sorry.
Sad. But where was I?
Oh, at the undisclosed location.
Where am I?
Undisclosed location. We represent the Lollipop Guild. Sorry.
Whoa. He claims to believe his body is controlled by satellites.
Right.
My brain, I can feel it starting. I'm blasted by the signals every couple of minutes. He said, I yell and scream, stop it, I don't need this, but they never listen.
They never do.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Satellites don't really respond to...
It sounds like he's getting raped by satellites.
Sacramento police
just won't stop.
say he's ignored warnings to stop calling over and over. So they arrested him for 911 abuse. I did not know you could abuse 911. Well,
couldn't they give him like some sort of mini mental and like get him declared insane?
This man is nuts. Don't let him have a
care
phone.
Of him? Does he take care of himself? What the fuck?
Well, let's see if it says anything more about him. This person made over 100 calls in a month's time. 60 of them came into SAC PD, Sacramento. SAC PD dispatch.
It sounds like a porn. SAC PD.
SAC.
BIID.
That is alarming, said Officer Michelle Giante. What's a big Michelle?
Is she a big girl? That's a big Michelle.
Michelle Giante. Every 911 call made inside Sacramento city limits is answered by the CHP.
Jesus Christ, this episode is called Acronym.
A lot of acronyms.
Acronym.
What does CHP stand for?
You've got the BIID, the CHP, The VTDUSAAFPGM. What was that one?
BIID.
CPS, Child Protective Services?
CHP.
CHP.
Many are then transferred to the Sacramento Police Communications Center.
No, that's CHIPS. California Highway Patrol, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess
CHIPS.
so.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Dirt. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I live in Kansas. I don't know what that means. Dispatchers, you know, what's his name? Fonzie, Eric Estrada.
Hey, wait, what? I don't think.
You know, yeah, that's totally it. No, shut up.
Yeah, no, I get you. I feel you. I smell you.
Dispatchers take time to evaluate every call, everyone, even the ones that don't make any sense. They even evaluate the nonsense. The last quote from this fella, we know he's tying up resources that are desperately needed by other citizens in our community, said Jenna Swafford of the police department. But they have to answer every call.
Yeah, well, you have to. That's the you can't just ignore it when the phone's ringing.
Oh, fresh out of jail, Mr. Shao promises he isn't done dialing 911.
So wait, he's Asian?
It doesn't say that, but his name is SHAO.
Maybe like Shaolin monk.
It's not Irish or German or anything, as far as I can tell.
He's probably Shaolin monk.
Probably.
Ninja. Shaolin ninja panda.
If he was a ninja, he would not have to call 911 so
If he was a panda, he'd be extinct almost.
Oh.
But I digress.
Poor old ninja.
Satellites controlling ninjas.
Controlling his brain.
Well, if I was a government, I would want to control ninjas with satellites. Shaolin warriors and whatnots. By satellite.
Oh. And, yeah, I guess he's going to get some counseling.
Yeah.
Then he'll be better, right?
All you need is counseling. That's all you need.
It'll fix you. And medication. Medication is the most important part.
Yep. All right, well, welcome to InSpace. I'm glad you guys are still listening. We're going to go and listen to some music here real quick. Here's these guys with that song. All right. And welcome back to InSpace. I'm Nick McEwen, and next to me I've got Ammon Ohlson.
Hey, folks.
Ammonian Ohlson. Ammonian.
Ammonia.
I know that's right. So, yeah, Ammon is, like I said earlier, the drummer from the 33.
Triple.
You can check us out at thetripletriple.com. Couldn't get the 33 as I spoke to somebody earlier today. I could not afford the $6,000 that was required to reserve it from an auction.
I think a weird cult owned it already.
Yeah, some like weird cult that donates money and clothes and stuff or something. It was weird.
It's just the cover.
Yeah, well, it's all a cover. Everything's a cover.
It's just the front.
Unless you're getting it from the back.
In the back.
But so I figured here in a little bit, Ammon and I will do a little impromptu jam somehow. We'll figure this out.
That would be fun. Two microphones is enough.
Yeah, I can plug in my guitar and we'll do a little jam, do a song or something different. Maybe cover song or something fun.
Yeehaw.
But I got one more story here. It's not about being controlled by satellites or having BIID or being
your limbs,
right, or missing your legs or having VT or being a part of the VTDU-SAAPGM.
Some more amputation stories.
Or thinking you're dead and you're really not. Horrible acid permatrip in your face holes. This guy Ray Stoop, he had a perfect idea for stealing beer. This is the smartest idiot I've ever.
Stealing beer.
He had this plan, man. He was gonna. Buddy, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go up to that store. I want to steal some beer, and it's foolproof. I've thought about it time and time again. It's gonna work, buddy. All right, watch. This dude, his name is Ray Stoop. He goes into the liquor store. And walks into a part of the liquor store called the Beer Cave, where they have, like, the cooler. You know, you can walk into the cooler and grab a case of beer, and it's nice and cold.
But it's in a cave.
Right. So he walks in there, and he comes out with 2 cases of beer. And he tells the cashier that there's a dead mouse in there. And...
Well, it's a cave.
Right.
What do you expect? Spider webs and bats and shit.
The clerk goes in there to see this dead rat that was in there. And while the clerk's in there... He goes walking out the door, and she comes out of the beer cave and sees him running out the door with the 2 cases of beer. The police arrested him later for retail theft on his front porch. She didn't find anything dead, but when she turned around to see Stoop running out of the store with it, she called the cops. In January 2012, Ronald Ball of Illinois sued Pepsi for $50,000 for allegedly allowing a dead mouse to be inserted into a can of Mountain Dew. The soft drink manufacturer denied the allegation and insisted that the acid used when the drink is bottled would have caused the rodent to transform into a jelly-like substance. The same month, Karim DeMaio, a former McDonald's employee, shot a cell phone video of a mouse trapped in a bag of Big Mac buns at a Philadelphia location. In June of 2011, a Michigan man, John Jones, discovered a disemboweled mouse in a bag of Dole Kindergarten mix. He, his girlfriend, and her 7-year-old son had already eaten some of the salad when they found the dead rodent in their food.
What the hell? So those are just multiple stories of finding...
Yeah, it just starts out with the guy talking about
rodents.
Dead rat and then dead rats. Boom, in your face. But apparently the guy had only stolen $23 worth of Bud Light. I'm going to steal some Bud Light. This is the best idea I've ever had. Dude, that's one desperate fucking measure to just steal $23 of beer. They call him a mastermind in this article. A mastermind. 26 years old.
How is he a mastermind?
Oh, my God. How could you even... That's redonkulous.
Just grab some beer and take off.
I think it's funny that
because of dead rodents.
In January 2012, Ronald Ball of Illinois sued Pepsi for $50,000, and because he said there was a mouse in his Mountain Dew... But then Pepsi comes back and says, if there was a mouse in there, it would be, and in quotes it says, it would have turned into a jelly-like substance. Like, the mouse would have completely fucking dissolved, and it would have been just a jelly.
The Mountain Dew, so...
Yeah, so drink that shit, motherfuckers. Enjoy your fucking Mountain Dews.
Could dissolve a mouse.
Picture this. It's Wednesday night. You and your friends are headed out on the town, but everywhere you go, it's... well, not at Stooges. Come out to Stooges Bar and Grill in Andover for Ladies' Night and karaoke every Wednesday with no cover charge. Get $3 Long Islands and martinis. Just $1 more makes any drink a double. And down some tasty half-price pizzas. Stooges Bar and Grill in Andover at 220 West 3rd and Andover Road.
All right, welcome back to InSpace. I'm Nick McEwen, and got Ammon Ohlson over there behind the drama kit.
Well, hello there.
Hello, Ammon behind the drama kit.
I'm still here, but I got a better seat now.
Yeah, he does. He does. We're going to play a little song. It's a song we used to jam a long time ago, back when we played the band called Woodstone. It's some Scannerd, because Scannerd. It's Scannerd.
Because it's Scannerd. That's what
Well, I used to wake in the morning before the rooster crowed, searching for soda bottles to get myself some dough. Run 'em down to the corner, to the country store, cash 'em in and give my money to a man named Curtis Lowe. Old John was a black man with white curly hair. When he had a fifth of wine, he did not have a care. He used to order no dobro, used to play across his knee. I give all cut my money, he will play all day for me. Sing me a song, got his love, got his love. I got your drinking blood and stood up your dobro. People said you was a useless, and them people were only fools. Cut his low was the finest picker ever played the blues. He looked to be 60, maybe I was 10. Mama used to whoop me, but I'll go see him again. I clapped my hands, stomped my feet, tried to stay inside. He'll play me a song or two, then he'll drink another drink of wine. Play me a song, got his love, got his love. I got your drinking blood and stood up your dobro. People said you was a useless, and people were only fools. 'Cause Curtis Lowe was the finest vicar ever play the blues. From the day old Curtis died, nobody came to pray. Old preacher said some words and then they chucked him in the grave. He lived a lifetime of playing the black man's blues. At the moment he lost his life, that's all he ever had to do. Play me a song, good as gold, hey, good as love. I wish that you was here so everyone would know. People Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening to InSpace. I'm Nick McEwen, and that's
McEwen Ammon Ohlson.
And we'll see you again on the next installment of InSpace.
When I'm gonna let you come around anyhow. Run around town down, won't you hear me now? People talking in the street, don't give a shout. Coming down the line, we running out of time now. When I'm going at you, come around anyhow. Run around town down, won't you hear me now? People talking in the street, don't give a shout. Coming down